What? Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Hi, my name is Monica of ML Morris Wellness. And right now I'm just doing I'm just fumbling around here, sorry about that. Doing a live stream just to test out how it is on my Patreon page, which is ML or patreon.com/ ML Morris Wellness, just to see how it goes, just to see how it is. So that way, when I do start doing live streams, that it's much more seamless and much more of an easier process than just starting a day of and then trying to figure things out. So, welcome. And right now I'm on my Facebook page and on, not my Facebook, sorry, my Instagram page and also my YouTube channel to doing the live stream. I just want to say welcome. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of the family. And I really wanted to have this live stream to really connect with us and you all, and to really help for you to get to know the person behind the content. And I feel like this is a really great way, a very spontaneous way, a very real way for connection. So I'm going to be trying to do this on a regular basis. Is my volume on? Hold on. I don't think so. I think my volume's on. Is it? Because I can't. Oh, because I have a real way to. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just have myself on mute. That's why. Okay, so we're good. So I might stay on here for 5 minutes, but the video's lagging behind, which is a-okay. But I just really wanted to come here and create a highlight video of what I wanted to do and how I wanted to be. So this is giving me an idea of how to live stream, how to do it. I definitely won't do it in front of my closet. It will be in a different space in my room to do it. And yeah, that's all I got. Oh, there's one person watching. Oh, that's cool. That's really, really cool. And if you're on my Instagram, my almost said Facebook, not Instagram, because I'm on Instagram right now. If you are on my Instagram currently, my YouTube channel name is ML Morris Wellness. So that's where I'm at. If you want to join, I believe the video might be public. I think we shall see. But yeah, right now just creating stuff, just toying things out, rolling things out, because I really want to make this a little bit more streamlined for myself, as opposed to doing 9,200 live streams on 500 or the same number amount of social media accounts, and just doing it one and done, one here, and it's really easy. So yeah, I might do a live stream on my Patreon for my Patreon subscribers, where we'll really do some deep dives into stuff. And then maybe on the YouTube, I just might, no, we'll keep the live streams on Patreon. If you don't know what my Patreon is, it is patreon.com/ML Morris Wellness. Same name, same stuff. Really great content. So I'm going to direct my attention towards my Facebook, so that way I can get off, not Facebook, I keep muddling the names together. So I'm going to direct my attention to Instagram, get off there, and then come back onto this live stream, so that way things are cool. Alright, so thank you, Instagram. I just wanted to give you an update, because I think oftentimes, I know I'm guilty of this as well, just posting something and then not doing a follow-up or a follow-through, but I just want to let you know everything got settled, everything's cool. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye. No. Share. we go. The code. Sort of. Go post. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So, it's lagging behind. So this is kind of weird to see. So let me look at this screen here. All right. So, I don't know. It's giving me an idea of just doing this live streaming. It's just giving me this idea of, okay, here's what I can play with. Here are my parameters in which I can toy around with. Where to shoot, how to shoot, where to, what time to do my live stream and all that stuff. So this is really, really helpful for me to do. And you'll see how long I want to, or not necessarily the how long I want to do it in terms of, in like I want to do this for just only for 6 months, etc., but to see how long I want to make the live stream. Should I just make it 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours? It will just depend on how everything goes. Because for me, I really like live streams because they really are a really great way to connect with the content creator. And yeah, they're a really great way to connect with the content creator in a very authentic way. And it's not a pre-production, it's not a script or a scripted series. It's me in front of the camera, the content creator in front of the camera. They just hit live, and now we're talking and we're connecting. And I'm answering any questions that you have in the comments. Let me go back. And answering any questions that you have in the comments. And it's just really cool and fun. And I really, for myself on a personal level, I really enjoy live streams. And I want to make sure that's reflected back. So, I'm at 7 minutes right now. So, I just want to show you the books I've been reading. And again, I'm just testing it. So right now I'm reading Sunjata. Let me see how it shows up. Here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm reading Sunjata. And just a little history or a little tidbit about me. I did go to Mali, West Africa about 15, 20 years ago, which is so wild to think about. But I went to Mali, West Africa for a study abroad program, and we had reading to do. And I feel I'm really guilty of this, but I switched my behavior around. This book does not belong to me, it belongs to someone else. And they, like as I was saying before, we had required reading. I only did possibly half a third, if that's possible to do a half third of reading. I did not do it, but the person, one of my classmates on the trip, lent me their book to read. It is Sunjata, the epic, an epic of Omali. And it's about one of the greatest the kings of Mali, Sunjata, and their origin story. So, and I've had this book, and I would read it, and then stop midway through, and then something told me, like, I should really read this. So, as of a day ago, I was starting to read it, and I really enjoyed it, and it's a really good book. Okay, so that was one of the books I'm reading. The second book that I had to dive back into is the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali. My Hindu is terrible, so I definitely apologize about the mispronunciation of this person's last name. So basically, it's about one of the many masters in Hatha Yoga, and their information's right here. Sri Swami Nada, and they wrote all these sutras, or I want to say shorten it down to affirmations, but because it's not that, so I would say verses that are very important to hatha yoga and very influential for the one of the limbs of yoga being the yamas and niyamas. And the yamas and niyamas are basically a code to live by, especially when you as a yogi are out in these streets. So this is really good. And let's see, I want to say 3 years ago when I was in yoga teacher training, one of the recommendations was to get this book, or one of the suggestions was to get this book here. And it wasn't required reading, but I definitely kept my ear open to like, okay, I'm definitely one day I will buy this book. And I had a friend at the time lend me their copy of it, and the first few pages I was like, I have to get my own. I can't have this person's book and I can't write in it because it's not mine. So I really improved from the first book that I have, and I actually gave that book of this version of Yoga Sutras back to my friend, and I bought my own. So I've been slowly taking chunks out of it at a time, and because there's a lot to digest, because he says some really dope stuff, and I really wanted to make sure that I'm absorbing it. Is one thing to read really amazing stuff. What happened? I don't know. Okay, it's really cool to read amazing stuff, but there's another aspect of it, of reading amazing stuff and really absorbing it in a deep way. So this is the second book I'm reading. And then third, I don't mean to slam it. Third is the Desire Map. And I'll tell you a little history about, or a little background about this book. I was still in a book club called Brown Girls Connect. And one of our first books was the Desire Map. And it's a really cool way of reading about goal setting. And it's not in a very linear fashion of like, I have this goal and this is the date and here's the outcome, right? It has that's important, right? To understand, okay, I have a goal and here's the day I want to achieve it, and here's when it happened, etc. But it's also important to understand the why you're creating the goal and have a feeling behind the goal. So that way, whenever you get lost, whenever you get frustrated, you can go back to that feeling, that sensation, and being like, oh, this is why I'm doing this goal, or why I'm making all these sacrifices for the goal. And it really breaks it down in a very intuitive way. And initially, when I was reading the book, I'm like, I don't understand. It was because my mind thinks in the way in which is written on this book, but then to see it in the context of this book, written in like in a written format, was like a mind trip for me. So that's why it took me a while to like, I don't understand it. Let me put it down. But I'm really fascinated by it. So I've been reading that slowly but surely. But I really enjoy it. So this is a book I'm reading too. So are there any books that I keep slamming books, but are there any books that you are currently reading during this time of quarantine? Not quarantine, because we're not somewhat in that, even though I think we should. That's personal opinion. But in this time of COVID-19, that's really grabbing your attention. So that's really, really cool. Okay, so now it's a little easier for me to do live streams. I'm going to round it up to 2 minutes because there's still lagging a little bit, or a minute or so behind. So it's really good to play with this website, because I think oftentimes, because I want to break this habit of not only not reading directions, but also jumping into things and not understanding the fullness of it or the gravity of it. Because I would have had, what I would have done is, say I'm going to do a live stream and jumped into the live stream and then try to figure out the background information of like, oh, I gotta download this software, I gotta figure out how to post here and there, and then it would just eat up time. So I'm really happy that I chose otherwise. Really, really happy with myself that I chose otherwise. But I'm going to get off of here. And but yeah, I'm going to get off of here. And because this was just a test of the emergency broadcast system of Monica Lynette Morris Wellness. Thank you for, I think there was actually one person watching with dedication, so shout out to you, my love, for watching. And I'm going to get off this stream and go on about my day. I still have some other stuff I need to do. And hopefully I will see you on my Patreon. Again, it is patreon.com/Emma Morris Wellness. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing day.